Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my videos finally. So the reason why I actually got back to doing this, we'll see if this catches on or not, is because I'm actually testing a new microphone right now. I finally got a new microphone. It's a semi-professional one. It's by no means a completely professional one, but you know, it's better than what I used to have. Hopefully this sounds good. I haven't messed around too much with the settings in OBS. I'm betting there are some really nice tutorials out there to show me exactly what I need to do and how to set this up. Yeah, so welcome back. And today I am going to be working on my next game that I'm working on. It's the name is Vikings versus Pterodactyl. I think I've already made a video on this, but that was ages ago. Like, I don't know, it was February, maybe January. I don't even remember when that was last time. But yeah, anyway, let's see how this works. Hopefully the music is not too loud. I don't have anybody in chat to tell me right now. Maybe I will have somebody in chat. Wait, let's just see if I can get somebody on here and tell me how stuff is. Let's see, open my Discord. Right, so I don't know if you can hear the clacking of my keyboard or not, or the clicking of my mouse. I think you can hear it when I'm talking as well and I click, but if I don't talk and just click, it should theoretically not register. Theoretically. Anyway, right, so let's get back into it. Nobody in chat right now, doesn't matter. Let's get into the work because we're already 2 minutes in. Let's get into explaining what this game is. So as you can see, or maybe not see, this game is going to be a mobile game. 1 second, let me get this microphone a bit closer to my face so that I can type and speak at the same time. Right, so this is a mobile game. It's going to be played in portrait mode, and you'll have Pterodactyl. As you can see, these guys over here, they're going to be spawning from up above over here. We've got 2 spawn points, spawn point 1, spawn point 2. And once they spawn, they're going to start hunting the Vikings, which are placed on the ground over here. There are no Vikings yet, but they are going to be added. And you have a ballista, which is, I think it's a bit slightly out of proportion right now. But with this ballista you can, and it already works, actually shoot at the pterodactyl, right? It's also got some nice trajectory. Well, it's not that nice, but it's got a trajectory prediction thingy. And the idea of the game isn't going to be to actually, because you're going to be shooting meatballs, right? So not very hardcore piercing projectiles. You're just going to be trying to to feed the pterodactyl. That's the aim of the game. You're going to try to feed them and not anger them by hitting anything else like their body. Else they're going to be angry and just swoop down faster towards your Vikings. So yeah, we're going to try and avoid that. But anyway, this is like a work in progress, not even a working concept right now. So we'll just have to get into that. Let's go ahead and stop the game right now. For any of you programmers out there who are wondering what the hell, why do I have all my pterodactyls and all my meatballs already instanced? Okay, that's interesting. Why do I have them already instanced? Well, it's because I don't like instancing stuff during gameplay. I think it's, you know, you can use a bit of memory to have some objects already instanced and to just recycle them. So if you'll see right now, when I start the game, all of my meatballs are almost all of my meatballs are disabled except for one, which is over here. And once I've launched that one, it's going to get disabled as well when it hits some imaginary walls outside of the screen over there. Then the second one is going to come in, then the third one, and then the fourth one, and then you know what I'm talking about. So you'll be able to actually... Oh, okay, that's a bug. There's a bug. So it did get removed, but somehow my game engine didn't want to go further. My game script. Let's go ahead and let's just do that. Right, so at the moment we've got, this is the code. And probably something happened at the moment. So we're actually, our meatballs themselves call this function, the load up function, and that happens after they get, released. We set them to flying, and then we start the coroutine to load up because we want to wait a bit before we can load up a new meatball. Let's go ahead and try to reduce this time right here. Let's go ahead and go for 1/3 of a second, almost 1/3 of a second. Let's see if that improves stuff, because this isn't something new. This has happened when I was testing. So let's go ahead and yeah, bam, 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 bam. This seems to be working now. Yep. Okay. So I don't know what that was. Hopefully it was just the time. It was waiting for too long, and it was trying to activate a meatball right when one was getting deactivated. That might have been it. To avoid doing this, I could do an alternating. So I could try to go from at first from 1 to 2, and then from 9 to 8, something along those lines, and then that would definitely work, because no way would you be able to launch so many meatballs that would happen. But yeah, anyway, so what I was getting at, because I made the ballista, I made it possible for you to launch the meatballs, and I've also created some functions. Oh, not that. I created some functions to load up the pterodactyl right here, right? So we've got, what can Pterodactyl do right now? They can basically just see if there's a hit registered, and that is going to be called from outside, from these two scripts, because let me show you. The Pterodactyl themselves are made up of a mouth and a body, right? Let's just zoom in right here. So that's the body, and then this is the mouth, and these are nothing else, nothing more than simple capsule colliders, and with their own scripts. And the reason why I did this is because I want it to be possible for you to either hit the mouth or the body, and I think this is the most logical and simplest way to do it, actually. Yeah, anyway, and then I've included them both in the Pterodactyl. So, you know, otherwise I would have had to name them mouth 1, body 1, but I would have still had to call this function over here, which is hit registered, and they just you know, in case it hits a meatball, then it's a registered hit of true, and in case it hits the finish line, which the finish line is over here just above the ballista, then that means that the pterodactyl no longer can be fed. So he's going to automatically swoop down and get a Viking and then fly off with him, and never come back. Just munch on him for hours on end, excruciatingly. I don't know, I'm so excited about this microphone. I'm trying to be entertaining, which is interesting. I've never tried that before, as my YouTube statistics clearly show. Anyway, right, so this gives the Pterodactyl script to it can give one of either messages to either register a hit or eat a Viking. And now when a hit is registered, it's either head or body, right? I try to keep it simple with these bulls. So right now it's if it's head, then the feed amount for that particular pterodactyl goes down, and that starts off with 1. That's like level 1 kind of stuff. If the feed amount is going to be 0, then the pterodactyl is fed and he's not going to be hunting anymore, which means that he'll just fly off. Otherwise, he'll do this function, which isn't it's just a placeholder right now. He's going to play annoyed and then increase descent speed. Play annoyed is just an animation, obviously. We're going to do that some episodes later if I'm going to do these episodes. And then just increase the descent speed. This is probably going to be just temporary, just to mess a bit with the player, so that, you know, it takes him a bit longer to hunt. Right. And then we've got some other functions in here. We've got the eat Viking, which needs to do some other stuff before it stops hunting, or actually rather afterwards. Yes, it stops hunting. I don't know why this is important, but I decided to make it so that the is hunting bool is set to false, because I'll probably have in the fixed updates over here, I'll probably have something to do with that. Even though, yeah, no, this actually has to be called after he eats the Viking, right? No, this has to be called by somebody else. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to tell him, because this is exactly what I was working on, we're going to tell him or trying to work on rather. This is going to be just a local variable. It doesn't need to be global. Pick up Viking, which is going to be false. So we're going to set this to true. Pick up Viking gets true. We don't even need to. Actually, that's okay. I could have just said it, but that's good as well. So then we've got this flag over here, which is going to say pick up Viking, and at that point, actually, you know what? We're going to do both. Why not? Yeah, let's just do both. Oops, sorry. So he's going to pick up the Viking and stop hunting at the same time, which that will mean. So if he's hunting, then he's slowly descending, right? So this is going to be code for. We'll have to move the transform in a certain direction, probably on the y-axis, and we're going to tell him to just, you know, variate on the x-axis as well, just go a bit left, a bit right. And if he's picking up Viking, if that is enabled, then we're going to have to do pick up Viking fast and fly away, right? So this has to happen fast, and this is going to be done in the fixed update. I don't know how that is going to happen. It's probably going to be done in the fixed update, because these need to be a bunch of y-axis movements, x and y axis movements. And then an animation probably, yeah. But yeah, I hope this music isn't too loud. Is this loud? I think this is a bit too loud. Let me just go ahead and... No, actually I think this is okay. This looks like it's okay. Yeah, anyway, good, so we don't need this anymore. Okay, so when he's hunting, let's go ahead and make something of this. This dot transform dot y is going to decrease by, I don't know, 0.2. I don't know how fast that is. So let's go ahead and see how that works out. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't set it. Fuck. How do you set the transform? Don't... Transform? 1 second, I need to check out, because I don't know these by heart. I'm definitely not the type of programmer that knows these commands by heart. Right. This is a move force. I have no place where I'm using the transform. Transform. Oh, okay, so I just need... Okay, so that's not correct. So this is a vector 2, right? So I need a vector 2. Okay, got it. You can go back down there. Thank you very much. Where was I? Over here. So this is going to be the position. And this is going to get a vector 2 of the following. Do I need a new vector 2? I think I need a new vector 2. Yeah, new vector 2 of this dot transform dot x and this dot transform dot y minus 0.2 f. Oh. Wait, can I actually set this? Can I actually? What? Is this settable? I don't think this is settable, right? No, this isn't settable. So let's just do it how it was. There we go. Oh, wait, not the Y, the position. And this needs a position as well. Okay. Right, so the next thing that I need to do is I need to get this pterodactyl that I moved, which is this one, and move him back down here. Right? Okay. And then the game script I think already is calling in pterodactyl, right? Wait, who's calling that? Nobody? Seriously? Okay, nobody yet. So let's just call it in. Yeah, let's just call it in a bunch of times. Actually, no, I have a better idea. Let's just call it in each time we get a new each time we load a new meatball. And we should see the X and the Y of this pterodactyl change. Not right now, but not right now. Yep, there we go. So that was him. That's quite fast. That is extremely fast. Okay, so we need to definitely set that up to be slower. So -2 is just too much. Let's go 10 times slower. How about that? How about them apples? Oh, there we go. But this is still fast. I think we can go twice as slow. Damn. These pterodactyl are fucking fast, man. Oh yeah, this channel has swearing. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm not planning on getting rich from the YouTube monetization. Yeah, I think this looks okay. Yeah, this probably looks okay for now. So what we need to do is also give it a nice wobble around the x-axis as well. Okay. So how can we do that? Right, so we'll need to... What is this? This is a float. So we will need a function. We'll probably need a function that helps us in making the pterodactyl fly in correctly, right? So we'll keep the y component at minus 0.01, and this is going to increase according to the difficulty. So let's make this a public float, yeah, public float descent speed, and this is defined at that. And so the y-axis is always going to be that. Wait, this one. Yep. But then the x-axis, we want it to wobble a bit, like to the left and to the right. There we go. Wait, is that a point or? No, I think it's a point. Yeah. So we want him to wobble a bit, but we definitely want him to be on the screen, right? So how can I decide if this dude is on the screen or not? Oh, I actually know. Stuff that's on the screen is at... Where is that? Ballista. It's at 0. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a function that calculates the x, and we'll call it up in here. Right, and actually we'll call it up in here plus so this is random horizontal wobble. I think this should be a good name. What do you guys think? Oh, and it's going to take in the same parameter. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's do this. Okay, and this is going to be a new function. It's going to return a float. And this is also a float current. I don't even need to pass it. What am I doing? It's the transform, so I don't need to pass it. Yeah, that's not needed. Okay, so what's the problem? It needs a return, right? Yeah, there we go. Float return value. It's going to be 0 for now. And then we'll make an if. If this is bigger than 0, then it needs to be on screen. How big is the screen anyway? Let's go ahead and test this out. How do I get this? you know what? I'm going to instantiate a meatball. There we go. And I'm just going to be moving it around. So this is 2.8. And this is minus 2.8. So the idea is that I don't want it to be bigger than 2.7 or 2.8. Actually, let's go for 2. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. That 2 should be perfect, I think. Yeah. So not smaller than -2 and not bigger than 2. And this should work out for most screens, I would imagine. I'd imagine there are some which are taller, which that shouldn't be a problem, and then there are some which are a bit thicker, a bit wider, and I guess no, actually 2 should be okay because 2 is the center of the object, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this one. Let's say in the code, if this is bigger than 2.0, then we'll need to return a random value which does something. It calculates. Let's just put this. Oh, wait. Return value. Thanks. There we go. So let's go ahead and calculate a random. I think this was done in GameScript as well. Oh, there we go. Random range. And we need it to fall in, so to say. Actually, it's pretty darn obvious. What we need to do is decrease it. Let's decrease it by 0.1 f minus. So if it's bigger than 2, if it's outside of the screen to the right, then it's going to go to the left. Else, if, let's do the same thing but for smaller. If this is smaller than minus 2.0 f, then we'll need to increase it. And we'll assign 0.1 f positive. Else, we'll just do something random. Where's the random range? Yeah. Return value gets random dot range of, yeah, it needs a float, so let's go between 0.1 f, no wait, minus 0.1 f and 0.1. Okay. So let's see if this is going to work. Okay, it seems to be, yeah, there we go. There we go. So right now that's not how we want things to be going, but anyway, let's have a second one. Let's try and hit his head. Damn. Okay, that guy stopped. That guy stopped because we fed him. Damn, this is hard. It's especially hard because come on. Yeah, there we go. The trajectory is taking forever. Okay, so I lost. Damn, this is level 1 and it's very hard. Okay, so we definitely need... Okay, so I'm seeing that the improvements needed for the game are going to be... Anything else? No, they keep going. They just keep going. Okay. They should have stopped, right? Eat Viking. Do they even hit this? I wonder. Debug.log call game object.tag. Or did I not put finish line as a tag on the object itself? No, I did not. That was the problem. Let's see again. So let's go ahead and do that. It takes so much for the trajectory to load. There we go. Meatball. Meatball. Why isn't he stopping? Oh, I think there's a bug there. But he... Wait, what? Finish line. It's all meatballs. Except for that dude. I wonder what's going on there. It's got a box collider. It's set to trigger. Oh, it doesn't need to be set to trigger, I think. Yeah, I think that's the problem. What the hell? Oh! That's a problem. That's a big problem. It needs to be a trigger. But the meatballs are not set to trigger, right? No, they're not triggers. So that's how it works. So I'll need to figure out why that doesn't work. Yeah. But anyway, I think this should do it for today. You guys probably get the gist of what I'm doing over here. The idea is that I've got a couple of bugs to solve, and this is going to take, or rather be better off done by myself, because it's just, you know, not that interesting. I'll keep this in just to see what happens. And yeah, hopefully next time I'll do some more progress. I'll probably work on how these pterodactyl move to between the left and the right. I think we can go bigger over here. I think we can go 0.2. I think we can go 0.2. That should keep things... Yeah, that should keep things okay. Because this is exclusive, right? Yeah, it's exclusive. So then the random range should do the job fine. Or rather, maybe this shouldn't be calculated over such a long period of time. It might be a bit more interesting if the pterodactyl just actually went, you know, like from one side to the other and then back. I think that would make a bit more, oh god, this is even harder. There's no way that I'm catching. Oh, I did catch that one. Oh, okay, that was luck. Okay, nice. So Okay, so something happens that this is just too hard. But anyway, something happens when you hit the same pterodactyl twice. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's not, it's going minus. The feed amount keeps going down, and yeah, and that's it. That's about it. So basically